As the new year rolls on, so does Brighton's attempt to win the title this year in the Championship. 11 wins from 11 games for the Seagulls so far this year. We, though, are 5 points off that second automatic promotion spot. And I want it. We've Ipswich to start, then Stoke, Brentford, Huddersfield and West Brom. Ipswich are in the relegation zone at present, but I'll start by playing the away game. And then we'll probably play Brentford and West Brom as the other two play games today. Stoke and Huddersfield are probably going to be the easier games, I would have thought. Stoke in 14th, Huddersfield in 16th, Ipswich 22nd. Millwall we have in the Cup today, in the Carabao Cup, in the, I think it might even be the quarter-final, is it? Or is it the round of 16? I'm not sure. Let's have a look. View fixture. It is the fourth round. Okay. Round of some. Right, cracking forward. We'll start with Ipswich then and hope to build up a head of steam, because our form is indifferent. We won 3 games yesterday, but we also failed to win 3 games yesterday. So inconsistent is pretty much the name of the game. But if we're inconsistent and still 4th, then you'd like to think by the time we reach consistency, we're in the money. Or at least in the Premier League. Drop the video a like if you're enjoying this series, and of course let me know your continued feedback in the comment section down below. But we'll go and play Ipswich now, and seeing as we're here, I might as well just pause it and show you the lineup rather than waiting for the graphic. They are playing a 4-3-3. Cornell in goal, Vincent Young at right back, Luke Wolfenden and Ciala and Kenlock as the back 4. Emir Hughes, Andre Dizelle and Teddy Bishop as the midfield 3, with Freddie Sears, Gwion Edwards and James Norwood up top. We've played Ipswich countless times already in this save, and we're playing them again now, and hopefully we can beat them on this occasion, because when we were in League One together, they were really hard to play against and really hard to beat. But, well, legal tackle. Forceful, but legal. Doherty, actually, we'll go across here, and then look at that run from deep from Conor Gallagher. Still only got a 2-star weak foot. Oh, it was on target, though, the shot, but well blocked by the defender. Conor Gallagher scored a very good goal in yesterday's episode to round out what was a fantastic performance in the 3rd game of the day. Rifled it right into the top corner in the last minute. Was a lovely way to end the episode. Unfortunately, we couldn't start today's with a goal from Conor Gallagher as well, but certainly starting on the front foot. Fingers crossed we can keep that up and continue to cause Ipswich some problems. But if they're going to score goals like that, then it's not going to be very easy at all. The scooped assist and the first time volley from Andre Dizelle. I don't want to see the celebration. I want to see that goal again. How is this for an assist? Whoop! Take 2 defenders completely out of the game, and then the first time volley. That's world class from Ipswich Town, and they lead. Wow. Forward to James Norwood. Conor Gallagher trying to track back. Callum Elder is going to be the man to try and close down the Welshman, Gwion Edwards, but Vincent Young, the right back's in here. Good block by Reece Burke. Oh, dearie me. Dearie me. Ipswich all over me. They're not playing like a side that are 22nd in the league, I'll tell you that much. You'd have thought that they were challenging for promotion as well, to get back to the Premier League, somewhere they haven't been since, well, the late 90s, wasn't it, when Ipswich were Premier League? Or was it the early 2000s? I can't quite recall. I remember them playing Inter Milan in the UEFA Cup, though, after finishing 5th, the first year that they were in the Prem. Hell of a time they had. Rollercoaster 2 years. Promotion. Finish 5th in the Premier League. Get UEFA Cup football, which is obviously now the Europa League. And then relegated the next year. Pretty incredible. Hopefully we can still see this fixture and result through, though, and Ivan Toney could give us an equalising goal. But he hasn't. Norwood into Andre Dizelle, who spun really well. And he's done me. He's going to score, isn't he? No, George Long makes a good save. Oof, that was close. Emir Hughes with the corner. 4 minutes until half-time. That's decent. Kenlock. Oh! George Long can't hold it and has to bat it away. There was a man in front of him there that certainly would have put him off. Greg Doherty gets that poked away from him, and Emir Hughes could set up another chance for Ipswich here. Andre Dizelle has Gwion Edwards in front of him. That's probably a foul, is it? No, Gallagher gets away with it. We'll poke it back to him. kind of. He's done well to hold off the challenge. Right, come on. Through that gap. Nicely played. Come on then, Malik. Come on then, Malik. Let's find an... Oh, corner. I was going to say an equaliser. It's a corner. Doherty delivers. Come on, please. Win this, please, Ivan Toney. He did, but it's easy for the keeper. 1-0 Ipswich at half-time. Barnett forward to Conor Gallagher. Driving nicely into that space. We've drawn the defender towards us there, Vincent Young, and Lewis Potter's in behind. As tends to be the case when Lewis Potter breaks in behind. There's not much room for... Oh! Mistakes. Because he always gets in behind, and then all the defenders shuffle towards him, and he has to cut back, because half the time, none of his teammates have kept up with the run. We've had to pull it back to the edge of the box. But wow! Conor Gallagher scored a great goal yesterday. Nearly had one earlier in this game, and has scored another impressive one in the second half. Brilliant finish. Just opens the face of his body to work the angle. And, well, Charlie Barnett had to get out of the way. I'm glad he did. Keeper tried, but couldn't get there. 1-1. In some style. That is a ping. Wow. What a ball. Freddie Sears is in behind. He's running out of stamina, thankfully, which allows Bayard the opportunity to catch him up. Can we get to that first with Reece Burke? We can. I've got changes coming, or a change coming. More accurately, Barnett is going off, and Conor Gallagher's going to push into that cam/centre-forward role. Can he end with a goal? Oh, he can! Charlie Barnett, beautifully timed. Almost as if he knew I was talking about him. He's struggling for stamina, so he's going to go off. Rob Wallace is going to come on. Wallace will go into the centre-mid spot where Gallagher currently is, and Gallagher will move forward into that more attacking role. But that was a hell of a whip from Keane Lewis Potter. He's not the tallest Charlie Barnett, only 5'8", but positioned himself brilliantly, and that's a lovely header too. And it's not his best of attributes, his heading, but we'll take it. His 7th goal of the league season. He's like, yay! Oh, I've got to go off. 2-1 Hull! 60 seconds to go, but space for Gwion Edwards to get into. Sturgey's going to come across to try and get to him, slow him down, and see the game out. The option is available in the middle there, but they've rushed forward. My high defensive line has worked there, enforcing them backwards. And the referee blows his final whistle. Yeah! 2-1 win away from home at Portman Road, which was not easy to come by at all. But we worked hard, and after being thrown behind with a very, very good goal, we were able to turn it around and get ourselves the victory. Unfortunately for Ipswich, that doesn't help their survival campaign, but it certainly helps our promotion campaign. Annoyingly, Bournemouth have won on their match day 12, so they stay 5 points ahead of us. But Brighton have done the impossible and dropped some points. They haven't lost yet. It was a draw, but they've dropped some points. Is there light at the end of the potential title tunnel? Maybe, but it's still very distant right now. Up next for us is a game away from home at the Stoke City FC Stadium, or the Bet365 Stadium. Obviously, betting sponsors other than on the shirt, which they can't really avoid for licensing reasons, but with it being a 3+ game, they don't have betting or alcohol sponsors anywhere other than on shirt sponsors, which are unavoidable. So we have a slightly rotated side with the game coming up midweek as well that we're actually going to play. Joshua Emmanuel is almost fully fit back from injury. So he's got the plaster symbol there, but hopefully he's going to be good enough to be able to, or fit enough to be able to have an impact on this game. We've got Scott up top, Delican on the left, Honeyman asked to play in the middle, and Emmanuel back at right back ahead of Bayard, and we draw 0-0, actually. They miss a penalty with 5 minutes to go. Nick Powell missing from the spot 5 minutes from time. That's a bit of a let-off for us, perhaps. Oh, one of our youngsters has completed his move from left-back to centre-back. He was a 59 rated left-back. Oh, he's a 59 rated centre-back too. That's annoying. I was hoping he was going to grow a little bit from that. Stopper or... yeah, defensive centre-back always seems to be the one that helps them grow the best. Right, Brentford next. They're 6th. We're 4th. This is an important game. And, of course, Brighton have won again. Right, Brentford have Said Benrahma, Lachlan Brook and Dervish Sholu as a front three, I believe. Obviously, previously, they'd have had Ivan Toney in that central striker role, but I kind of bought him. So, unfortunately for them, they're having to recall on alternative options in that central striking role. But obviously, it's not really affected their season too badly, because they're still in the playoffs in 6th and having a decent start to the season. We, however, have started slightly better, thanks to Ivan Toney in no small part. And hopefully, he can continue his role in helping us push for promotion. If I do score with Ivan Toney, I'll try and remember to do the apology celebration, or the kind of the no celebration, if you know what I mean. But I don't know whether it would class as an apology. It's just kind of a show of respect, isn't it, rather than a sorry for scoring, because, I mean, you're not that sorry, you're only doing your job. Saïd Benrahma's in the box, though, and he could be dangerous, but thankfully Reece Burke, who has actually really very much so stepped up to the plate, with Jordi de Wijs leaving. Jordi was the centre-back that kind of made those sort of interceptions more regularly than Reece. But Reece Burke has been amazing this season. Certainly leading by example with young Sturgeon alongside him now. Trying to teach the youngster how best to play in England. And so far, to be fair, he's played pretty well. Brentford offside here, though. And a nice offside line step there. Albeit Sturgeon slightly behind the line. Thankfully, still far enough forward that the Brentford man was off. Norgard. Over the top to Bjorkan. Inside to Saïd Benrahma. Bjorkan. Oh, it's a decent delivery. Elder can only head away. Bjorkan again. Elder again. Whoa! Sorry, Norgard. No. Corner for Brentford. 5 minutes into the second half. Not much. Oh, good save by George Long. Not much happening in this game so far. Two tired sides playing a second game 3 days after they played one at the weekend has really shown itself here with tired legs and not much creativity. Tired minds as well, perhaps. Certainly my tired mind. I was streaming till 1:30 last night. Valencia. Oh, I can't get past the defender, but thankfully the defender can't get past the attacker there either. Barnett with the turn. Looks for Ivan Toney. Doherty. Please be onside, Mallet. He is, you know. Tight angle. Oh, and Dylan does well. Right, I'm going to make some changes because I've got some tired players too. Burke can come off for McLaughlin. Actually, everyone seems to be dealing with it quite well, surprisingly for us. I felt like we had some more tired legs than that, but evidently we don't. Change at the back, though, should certainly help. Malik Wilks will deliver this corner. Ivan Toney could be underneath it. He's not. Charlie Barnett will bring this down. Struck well enough. Win this, please, Conor Gallagher. Nicely done. And Charlie Barnett is there again. And there's Ivan Toney. And out of his feet. Toney! Oh! He just can't seem to find these shooting boots today, can he, Ivan Toney? Keeps pulling the shots wide of the target. That's so close. Maybe even that bobble had a part to play in the change of direction. That's the closest the side have come. Doherty. Forward to Barnett. Wilks. Doherty again. Getting past their midfield and then having some space for my attackers has been the problem in this game. But now we're in behind the defence. Oh, we've finally taken the lead. Malik Wilks tucks it home. He's up to 79 rated now, I believe, as is Keane Lewis Potter on the left-hand side. Malik Wilks contributes, whether he's out wide or up top at striker, but certainly having those contributions out wide and now with Ivan Toney at striker as well, albeit he's not been at his best today, has certainly put us in a better position, and it's been the right decision to move Wilks back out wide and bring a new striker in rather than leave Wilks up top and bring a winger in. Gallagher, they're jumping all over his new teammates. Malik Wilks with his, actually first goal of the season. Surprised to see that. With confirmation, Malik Wilks 79 rated, Lewis Potter 79 rated. Both wingers growing well now. It's going to get to the point where we really do need to guarantee promotion, otherwise we're going to start losing our best players. We've already lost Jordi de Wijs. We've pretty much already lost Pinto too. We'll wait and see what happens in the remainder of the season, but certainly I'm pretty desperate for promotion now to ensure that we can get Premier League status and keep hold of those best players and highest rated players. And Greg Doherty does find Malik Wilks here, who will whip it into the middle. But he's not going to find a teammate with that. Gallagher does well. Nice little 1-2. Out wide looking for Keane Lewis Potter. Gallagher, tried to squeeze it through a gap that closed very quickly. Still 1-0, 18 minutes to go. Good with a free kick thrown forward. We've thrown it straight back at them. Oh, that was a heavy touch by Doherty, but he'll find Gallagher, who reaches and finds Barnett. And is Ivan Toney onside? Will he even get to the ball? Roslev to Valencia. Nicely intercepted by Elder, but Jan Elter's won it back off him. And Valencia is going to cause us problems still. Roslev back to Ratic. Into the middle. Norgard needs to get it forward. 3 minutes added on by the referee at the end of this game. It's been a slog. A game with a lack of quality, which is surprising for two promotion-chasing sides, but we've both kind of cancelled each other out tactically and both been tired, as we mentioned, from the game at the weekend, meaning that it's been a bit of a scrappy game, but it's a scrappy game that we win by 1-0, which is the most important thing. In games like that, it's coming away with narrow margins of victory that make the difference. And that 3 points could go a long way for us. Bournemouth win, unfortunately, so we're still chasing Birmingham too, who continue to perform well. They're looking to make up for their lack of promotion last season as well. But we've pulled away from West Brom and Brentford now, although West Brom do have a game in hand, but we do play them later in the episode. So, tough games today, really tough games. We've Huddersfield on the horizon. You might as well stay with me now as we get to that game and we shall simulate it. We then got Millwall in the Cup after that. We'll simulate the league game with the full strength side. And then it'll be the Cup game that we rotate the 11 for. It's a 3-2 win against Huddersfield. A 3-2 win. Lewis Potter, Gallagher and Lewis Potter. Fair enough. Lewis Potter, Gallagher and Lewis Potter. A brace for our winger. And Gallagher getting on the score sheet again. Brentford win too, so it was important that we got the victory. Can't see Brighton there. Next round of the Cup against Millwall coming up for us here. We're going to have to rotate for this, certainly. But the board is starting to get more happy with me. We're out of the red now, apparently, which is good news. Adelican wants to play more, and Elder's happy with the amount of football he's getting. Well, to be fair, Adelican is going to get the chance here against Millwall as we look to rotate the side. I'm going to have to rotate pretty much to full 11, really. Honeyman can come in for Gallagher and Doherty for Wallace. Throw Adelican on the left and Bart on the... Well done, Ches. And Bart on the right. And then Barnett can probably play, actually. Throw Fleming in. Throw McLaughlin in. Manuel's still not regained his fitness, so that's where we'll be for this one. Is that... Oh, instead of right wing, not right mid. There we go. Right, Millwall in the Cup. Are we continuing to baffle ourselves? We are. A 2-0 win against Millwall. We have to be honest, we've had some more favourable draws in that competition so far this season, haven't we? Certainly. Brighton win again. Jesus Christ. 14 wins from 15 games. But in the EFL Cup, or the Carabao Cup, we certainly have had some lucky draws. In the first round... Did we play in the first round? I can't remember if it was just the lower league sides. Where are we? Hull. We won 2-0 against Sheffield Wednesday. To be fair, they're in our division. And were decent. Derby are in our division too, but again, saw them off. And then who do we have in the third round? MK Dons won that by 3-2. And then obviously this one by 2-0 as well. So we haven't yet met Premier League opposition in the Carabao Cup. We're about to meet former Premier League opposition in West Brom in the next game. We're third, they're fifth. The gap is 5 points to them. But crucially, as you can see on the league table there, Bournemouth are now only a single point above us. They've dropped off a little bit as we've continued to win. They've lost 2 games back-to-back now, I think. They certainly were unbeaten last time I checked the league table properly. Brighton still... Well, Brighton, apparently. Just completely unstoppable. Middlesbrough currently bottom of the table with 9 defeats in the opening 15. Ipswich and Sunderland round out the bottom 3. But where will we end the episode? We shall find out. Hopefully, a win against West Brom can see us get into the top 2. Fingers crossed Bournemouth falter again. Right, West Brom. Jonathan Bond in goal. Manquillo at right back. Brana Ivanovic still at the club at centre back in this third season. Rob holding in their defensive line as well. Sawyer's out wide, Diangana on the other side, and Ayorke up top. A 5-4-1 is very defensive for a side that should be more attacking, having gotten relegated, you would have thought. 5-4-1 to try and stay in the Prem, but surely you want to throw more attacking players on the field to get back to the Premier League. Maybe the 5-4-1 really works for them. We'll wait and see, but I wouldn't be so sure. Oh, Wilkes gets a little bit lucky there. There we go. There's the movement I was after. And Keane Lewis Potter will not pass up the opportunity. Sorry, West Brom. But that's a dream start for us. Keane Lewis Potter driving inside this time. Usually, as you can tell from all the highlights, he drives around the outside of the wing-back. But on this occasion, tucking in narrow, mainly because of Elder's overlap, perhaps. Elder had already taken up that space on the far wide side. So Keane Lewis Potter tucks narrow. Good first touch. Good run. Good finish. Well, that's the great start for us then at the Hawthorns. 1-0 after 7 minutes. Diangana is on the run. It's a nice ball inside to Ayorke. We get the tackle in. Lewis Potter try and build quickly. Tony. Charlie Barnett. Good footwork from him. 1-0 to Birmingham against Sunderland. Sunderland threatened with relegation. Birmingham looking to get themselves into a playoff, or keep themselves in a playoff spot and maybe find themselves in an automatic promotion spot. But of the two of us, 3 including West Brom, it's going to be ourselves that are closing down the gap on Bournemouth and Brighton yet further, we hope. Ivan Toney has found his shooting boots and into the back of the net goes the ball. Barnett with the assist. First touch was crucial to work the angle, and then a nice little bit of skill to turn inside, and there's the finish. 2-0 after 14 minutes. I said 5-4-1's a bit defensive, and I don't think they do that well attacking-wise. Well, they haven't been that good defensively either, despite having 9 men back there. Pereira. Up to Ayorke. Going solo. Oh, nicely done. Good pass. And onside there. They're number 11 as well. Bit of a scuffed finish, but had he got a better connection on that, they might well have had themselves a goal back there, West Brom. That was really well worked. I didn't see the runner. Ayorke did, but not able to create a goal through that opportunity. It was Diangana that had the shot. Here he is going solo as well. Out to Javier Manquillo pushing forward. So maybe it's going to be more like a 3-5-2, or it's going to be more like a 3-6-1, isn't it? With if the wing-backs push forward, they've got 5 in defence and 4 in midfield. It's going to be more of a 3-6-1. It's a really odd way to play from West Brom. I mean, it must have worked to some extent because they're in a decent position in the league, but it's not working against me today, that's for sure. And it's not in the opening half an hour anyway. Still time for them to turn this around and make me eat my words. Lewis Potter into Ivan Toney. Doherty, I was going to try and play... Oh, Charlie Barnett through, but he ran offside. It's a good save by Bond. I'd like to see a replay if we can, see if that was on target or not. It's not the best of angles for it, unfortunately. Really well struck by Greg Doherty. He put a lot behind that, and at full stretch the keeper to make the stop. Doherty will maybe get himself an assist instead. Nope. Can we still get a third goal maybe? Wilkes wins that back, but it's fallen to a West Brom man. And then having the numbers back there from the corner certainly helped on that occasion. But we've been in control in this fixture so far. 2-0 up in the first half. 2-0 up in the opening 15 minutes. And if I can get this forward quickly, then maybe we could add a third before half-time and really state our intent about our expectations this season. Roman Sawyers, no, Bond is trying to keep his side in it now. Another good save. It's away from Manuel. It's fallen to Barnett. It's sat up beautifully. Oh, what a goal that would have been. The chest, the knee, the volley, the save. Oh, chest, knee, smash. Oh, if I'd have gone the other way, rather than central, if I'd have tried to get it in the right-hand corner, then maybe would have had a third. Oh, we got one anyway. Ivan Toney's found his shooting boots and his shooting hat. A header for Ivan Toney. It's 3-0 on the brink of half-time. Let's go. Cordova. That's poor. That's loose, but it's recovered well. And Gallagher forward to Lewis Potter. Barnett, good footwork. Good tackle by Branislav Ivanovic. Nicely done. Okay. Back to Cordova. They gave it away. Too much in that first half. West Brom gave away chances on goal too much as well. And if it weren't for their goalkeeper making save after save, they'd have been twice as far behind as they are right now. It's 3-0. And, well, we still look like the only side really likely to score. Sheffield Wednesday are beating Bournemouth at half-time, by the way, by a 1-0. So, if it ends as is here and as was there, don't know what's happened in the second half so far, then we will be second and into an automatic promotion spot. Question is, will we be able to catch Brighton? Will anyone be able to catch Brighton, whether it's me or anyone else? I have absolutely no idea, but so far they're unbeaten. We must play them soon, surely. Maybe we can be the first to give them that big fat L this season. Otherwise they might well go on an unbeatable year. Imagine, Invincibles in the Championship. It's impressive enough for Arsenal doing it in 38 games in the Premier League, although they did actually go 49 games unbeaten total, to be fair. But 46 games, 46 games in the Championship unbeaten in a regular season would be pretty remarkable too. And who knows how many games they were undefeated towards the end of last season. Obviously, a little bit defeated. Probably not that undefeated, considering they got relegated, but still. West Brom have not been at the races today, or even close to it. Malik Wilks, with his second goal of the Championship season, he's found his shooting boots this year. Ivan Toney's finally found his shooting boots and his shooting hat in today's episode, and we are battering West Brom. This could be the biggest win of the season so far. In fact, I think already it's the biggest win of the season so far. Greg Doherty, I've not really got the angle to shoot there. Just try and hold the ball back, burst with Gallagher into some space and let the shot go! And it's well held by Bond. Racing into some space here, West Brom, Diangana. Oh, that's a nice through ball. Whoa, Roman Sawyer's tried his best to get there. He's offside. I thought for the minute referee was going to book him for, well, studs up towards the keeper's face, most importantly, I think. Everybody's still shattered from the previous game. We'll bring Honeyman on. Got a little bit of extra stamina there, but I think that's probably the only change that's going to make any difference in this game. 4-0 with 10 minutes to go. And, well, I don't know as he needs to make the difference, Honeyman. It's not like we need to try and solidify defensively to keep them out, or get a little bit more experimental going forward to try and get a winning goal, because, well, we're already 4-0 up. Oh, and Barnett could have made it 5. He could still. He's onside thanks to that defender on this near side playing him on. And given this space on that left, you know it's firing in. 5. It's Callum Elder into Ivan Toney. There's a bit of space there for George Honeyman, you know. And Barnett could be played around the corner. Lewis Potter picks up the loose ball. George Honeyman in the box. We could have had a cricket score here at the Hawthorns if it weren't for their keeper. I'd be intrigued to see the stats after the game as to how many saves he's actually made. Bazur is on for Pereira for them, but, I mean, it's surely just a case... Oh! Reece Burke very nearly ending in style with a header at the end to make it 6. But no, just the 5 in a truly dominant performance against West Brom. In the other games today, we struggled to keep possession, but we're able to get victories. In this one, we still split possession, but so good. Ivan Toney got a 10 with 2 goals and an assist. How many saves did their keeper make? 5 goals conceded, 1 shot caught, 5 shots parried. 6 saves. We could have had, and they were all good saves too. We could have had 11 goals in that game. 11 if it weren't for their goalkeeper, because most of the saves that he made were from very well struck shots that in most scenarios would have found their way back in to the net. We have 5. Oh, it'll be the veteran one they're worried about there, isn't it? As discussed, unlikely to meet the target. Yeah, I'm not going to get the veteran player, sorry. But we're doing well with the goal-scoring run in home games. And, well, Brighton have done it again. Are they going to go invincible this year? What do you think? What do you think? 15 wins in 16 games. That's pretty nutty. We've got 10 in 16, though, which is more than anybody outside of Brighton, and find ourselves in that second spot now as Bournemouth again fail to pick up maximum points. It's a draw on this occasion. They were 1-0 down at half-time to Sheffield Wednesday. But what was the final score in that game? Let's have a look. They ended up as 1-1, the scoreline there. So into second in the league, into an automatic promotion spot. I think second is probably going to be the best we're going to manage, but second would still be lovely. We've got West Brom in the cup coming up in December, which obviously will split into 2. 4 games next month though. Millwall, Middlesbrough, Barnsley and Sunderland, all very much winnable ties. We could really solidify ourselves in the top 2 in tomorrow's episode. Make sure you drop this video a like. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss that episode tomorrow. And hopefully we can get 4 wins from 4. That'd be lovely. I'll see you then.